Yep, there we go. So let me check one thing here quickly. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Supposed to do these daily logins to get some stuff, and I don't remember what I'm getting, but I should do that. Wrong button. Apparently there's another Hoyoverse game coming out soon. 2, maybe. Let me just grab these quickly. They take like 2 seconds. Okay. What? Never had that happen before. What? Aha, yeah, I need that. Give me that. Alright. My nose is itchy too, unfortunately. Just so in case anybody wanted to know. Hmm? You are here-ish. Oh, okay. She's in chat. Okay. I think you're crafting, I bet. Mm-hmm. Trace will be done today. I'm gonna wait for that to fill up so I can just do them all. And that's pretty much it for that. And then I'll just continue the story because the Fontaine story is very, very, very long-winded. Quests? Hmm? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know about that, but we're not doing that right now. We got stuck here because for some reason some character was busy in the quest with, like, the most long-winded story quest about administration, of all things. This is why I'm not too keen with Fontaine. It's a little dry for me.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately? The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform? Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here. I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked
Her accent disappeared.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me.
Aw.
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa.
Who's that?
As a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Someone's
But
spying.
the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her. Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive.
Totally
She
spying.
can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler?
Yeah.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
What? What? What did you give him?
All right.
Please hold on to what?
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Why do I have to...
Right there.
There we go.
Go!
Oh, look, I can use water abilities. I'm faster than everybody else, technically, but I'm not getting very far because I was too busy playing. Wow, she's fast. In high heels. Because those shoes are really tall.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Sure, let's beat them up.
There's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's
Brothers.
take them out.
Coming at ya!
She's really easy to play with.
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
She's like the last person you want to try to beat up.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
I mean, she literally shoots rocks out of her umbrella. That's right.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
No.
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking.
Finger
There won't be
waving.
any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
For
We're
what?
discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Was the guy with the monocle?
Revenge? Wait.
Kind of feel bad
You're
now.
not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
I wish the Traveler would just speak properly when we push the
We
button.
were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too
Why?
bad you guys messed up ours first.
So stupid.
Huh? You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway.
That's not always
Seeing
true.
You like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't
I
press
actually do
charges
like
for your
Navia.
attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
I wouldn't want to be shot with a rock out of an umbrella, if you ask
Are
me.
you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
But it did originate in
We already know
Sumeria.
that they're
I believe it
strapped
was
for cash.
Sumeria. Or
If their
Acadia, I
financial
can't remember.
situation is
One or
that
the other.
dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeu's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Hmm.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
Well, they also
I'd
looked
rather
really
things
dumb.
not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway,
Totally
now
sounds
that
like the
we sent them
mafia.
packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
Gotten used to the smell of seaweed pillows.
Fish and drinks, though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too.
Grilled
does that
fish, drinks,
Huh.
sea shanties. Those are fun.
Cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now.
I always enjoy those too.
Sing too.
Now we know Paimon can sing too. I didn't think she could. Huh. Go to the Fleuve Cendre. Okay. Just the underground place. I'm pretty sure. What is this about? This looks unique. You won't find the hiding spot I picked this time. If you hide in those places, it'll be your parents who come looking for you, not me. Trouble is... Well, he knows all my hiding places. Okay. Rude, you've been playing here for so long that you've hidden everywhere out there is to hide. Aw. As for those places where you can't hide, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, you can't go there. Okay. Those places aren't that dangerous. Mom and Dad exaggerate way too much. But when you hide in those places, your clothes and pants will get dirty and torn. Mom and Dad work hard enough already, so don't give them one extra thing to worry about. Ah, this sounds familiar. Yeah? I'm in the thing. Did it not work? It did not work. Well, that's stupid. There. I did, but then I didn't. Apparently. I think Sony's being weird, like yesterday.
Hello?
Hi. I made a party, but I guess it kicked me out without telling me?
Not sure, it just said there is nothing available to join, so I was just...
You made a sad face. You cried. Sad clown thing, whatever that is.
Well, I mean, I've been here for a while and I didn't get, like, the invite that it normally pops up, or the prompt that you had a party going, so...
If you jumped into that party and then I would have noticed.
No, it wouldn't give me the option to join any party.
Well, like, you have to go into, like... You have to go into the chat one. Like, the little message one.
Oh.
That's how you do it.
Sorry. Ah.
That's how you open them, apparently.
I had no idea.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna play hide and seek because it seems like a unique little daily quest thing. Parents are back. They're getting back late today, and see your clothes are all tattered. No one's gonna help you patch them up. Oh, you're gonna have to learn how to sew. Oh, you're such a nag. This is gonna be like that quest in Inazuma where you end up playing with this kid, like, throughout the... How am I supposed to find this kid? Hold on. No. Signs your controller has drift. Oh, I can't do it because I'm in this quest. Well.
Guess you'll have to get out of that quest.
I don't understand where I'm going. Alright, what? Game? Oh. Look, there's the thingy. I'm blind as a bat. I don't like staying in the sewer.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon.
I don't know, it looks nice. Ish. The Fleuve Cendre? Why not?
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Wow, she said Palais Marmonia correctly. Still can't say Nuvillette, though.
Right on the money, Paimon.
Yeah.
Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court.
Poisson's also in a hole in the ground?
He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
Ooh, I want to point something out. Somebody made a point of this in Reddit I was reading. About Genshin. Okay, so if you look at the region around Fontaine, like you look at the geography, right? How can Fontaine flood? You're thinking about it. Like, seriously. How can it flood?
Yeah, it's on a raised.
It's surrounded by waterfalls. Like the entirety of Tavat pretty much would have, like, definitely Sumeru would have to flood in order for that to happen.
Or
It sank. That's the
theory.
only thing.
Yes, the entire, like, it just sinks below that waterfall mark, and that's why the water rushes up and just.
Yeah, which is not how it's
would be
shown, but
No, it's not. No, true, but maybe that's just how they intended it. Who knows? But that is, yeah, that's a little bit of an awkward design moment.
yeah, either that or because the primordial sea is like an entity in and of itself, in a sense.
Oh, yeah, and
that
it kind of raises up and has like a barrier around it.
it's a
I
big
mean,
giant
to be fair,
bubble.
how are there giant cubes floating in the sky full of water that you can swim into? Maybe that's what's going on. There's some sort of barrier that keeps all that water in.
But you would argue that that had to do with the Institute playing around with things they weren't supposed to.
True, but I mean, the entire world is just a fudge fest of like mysterious happenings, so we'll just
of course.
chalk it up to that. But I do agree with you.
And that's also why
it's
people
weird,
hated
so I'm
him
gonna
just as
stick
much
with
as
my
they loved him.
Yeah.
Theory of Fontaine actually just sinks.
Yeah, it could be like Venice.
Just
Venice is sinking.
All right.
yes. Venice
Why
is
don't you go
sinking.
wait for me at the
Poor
restaurant?
Venice.
I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it.
It was just something really
We can
funny.
use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
I agree.
Yep. Kinda
I
hard to
did
forget
open
when
my
there are
map
only
and
so
take a
many
look
rooms
because
here
I was like,
after all.
good point.
Right?
Oh,
Because I walked
did I
around the
just
whole
hear
outside
someone
edge of it
taking a
too.
dig at Fleuve Cendra?
Yeah.
I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed
Maybe
right
it was
now.
just a flash flood.
Navia's gonna tell people to fill Paimon's pillow full of seaweed. The problem is that if it's Paimon's pillow, that means it's a traveler's pillow. That just makes me sad.
No, I wouldn't share a pillow with Paimon. Even if I
No.
was the traveler, I'd be like, here's your own pillow. You can sleep on it. Why would you sleep on mine? I need all that space.
I would get Paimon a big box and put a blanket in there. I'd be like,
There you go.
sleep in
Treat
there.
her like a cat. You can have a box, friend.
She's so small.
Well, that's true.
And then I can
would
shove
do
her
one
under the
better,
bed.
and I would carve some windows into that house and like a little flappy door and a slanted roof and everything. And maybe I'd go for the extra mile and paint it.
Then you
and
might
then
as
put a
well.
pillow in there.
Then you might as well get her one of those tents
Doll
you can get as a
houses?
kid.
Doll houses.
No, the tent.
Doll house.
Did you ever have one of those tents?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't?
Probably
It was,
not.
like, the best thing ever. It was like this little tent that you could like. It was
I
like
had an adult tent when I was a kid, because my dad had a bunch of camping gear, right? So he used to set
Oh.
up one of his tents in the backyard, and I would sleep out in the backyard. at night.
nah. These are like kid tents, and they're like colorful, and like sometimes they look like a house, and so you have a door and you have windows, and it's a tent.
That was called our refrigerator box.
No, we never got one of those because we never really could get a refrigerator.
Well, ours died, and we kind of had to, otherwise our food would start to like just go rotten.
But I would get Paimon a kid tent and be like, you sleep in there, get off my pillow.
That's
I also
true,
feel
I
like she
definitely
would-
not sleep in the same bed.
I would also feel like she would drool on my pillow, which would annoy me.
Well, the thing with me is that I sleep so crazily, like I'm tossing and turning quite a bit. That I'd be afraid to roll anything that slept with me, so I just like.
Oh, see,
There's
I've been in a camping situation where a tent was a little small and it rained, and so you can't have anything touching like the walls of the tent. And because I was sleeping kind of horizontally on one side and everybody else was sleeping like more vertically. I know it's a weird description, but they had to use me as a pillow. Because I didn't want feet on me, right? So it's better that way. And apparently I slept stiff as a board the whole night, but I was out. So I'll take it.
Oh, I have one more day for this, so maybe I'll do the simulator
Please have mercy,
tomorrow.
Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
What?
I do like Navia. Okay, I complain about Fontaine a lot. I like Navia.
Yeah.
That's about it so far. Like, I don't mind... Oh, now I can look for the kids. I don't mind Nuvilette too much. Where's this kid hiding? He's probably above me, though.
Why does Novi have a crit?
When he talks about things like water, I think that's funny. But I don't find other characters as interesting. Like that weird quest that I did yesterday. Yeah, that was going too far in my opinion. That was boring. I felt bad for everybody having to watch that. Hey! Wait,
Hey?
why do you have a name and I can talk to you? It's a turtle. Conciliere. I don't know. Hello? You want to talk to me? Does your silence indicate displeasure? Is it too much to ask to expect you to make some noise? Alright then, in that case, I humbly beg your forgiveness. Impressive. You now have won my respect. Do I get an achievement for talking to a turtle? No. I'm looking for a kid.
Why?
I don't know what this kid's hiding place is, but it's not here. What are you doing? Is this too far? Oh, I'm in the water now. Are you in the fruit? Nope. There's fruit and cabbage in there, though. Apples and cabbage. That's such a weird combo. He's not hiding in here. No. Where does the kid hide?
Echoes of War.
No. Sit inside and wait? Oh, that's a different thing. Wait, I'm standing here in front of a chest and I didn't even notice it. Yoink.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
That kind of looks like a bed. That's sad.
Oh my gosh, it finally tells me that my party is not too underleveled for one of these bosses. It's kind of hilarious.
That is kind of funny.
Like, I had my characters maxed out
at
level 80, and it's like, your characters are underleveled, and I'm like, they can't go any higher. But I think it was kind of determining, like, elements in my team composition too and everything, but I'm just like, whatever.
I'm supposed to find the kids that are hiding.
Yeah.
And I can't find them.
They're in that area somewhere.
I know.
Check behind boxes and, like, around the tents, and I think there's one guy who kind of stands out in the middle of it somewhere. At a shop front. Because he doesn't really care to hide. You're doing the, commission quests, right?
Just the one, because I've never done that one.
Yeah, they are literally out in the middle and kind of not very hidden.
Okay, well I found one.
Yeah.
Now I gotta find the other one. Oh, I just found him. That's a silly way to hide.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's just standing there with his back to me, covering his eyes.
They're not really hidden. They're just kind of there.
Those poor parents, though. I'd rather go look for Mom and learn sewing from her. Okay, that's a good idea. Better go. Go learn to sew. I'm just being obnoxious. Alright, now I can put this back on. Let's go wait.
Thanks, Dun Hung.
What am I supposed to do? Sit inside. Okay, sit! Wow, you actually did have to sit. That was kind of cool. You enjoy a fantastic meal as well as a wonderful performance, but then the text went too fast and I can't read it.
Hello? Are you asleep
Oopsies.
yet?
I hate that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh no, not at all.
At least I figured it out
Since
in
we don't get
Honkai.
to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to
Yeah.
enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing?
I like
I've
how
got
she's
some rods
talking
and
to me
lures ready.
through the door.
Oh, so that's
You can turn auto chat off, you know.
Auto chat is off.
Oh, okay.
It's just the
is it
black
one
screen.
of those black screens?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
Hopefully
scroll
I
through
didn't wake you or
without
anything.
prompts.
Don't worry. You don't have to
I
do any
missed a lot
actual
of
fishing
stuff
if you're too
because
tired.
of that, but it's just whatever.
Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound?
It's
Navia
pretty
seems
sad.
so sad.
Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To the
Well,
fishing spot.
She's a sad character. She lost a lot. It kind of sucked.
But she's
Yeah.
trying. That's why I like
She
her.
lost like half the population of the town that she kind of oversees in a way.
Yeah. But she's a strong person and she lost her father. And she
And
lost her
and
mother.
her subordinates and all that jazz.
She did lose a lot. And
She did.
yeah.
So I feel for her.
I do too. Anyways, what was sad?
Oh, I was just laughing. This boss can't touch me because of my shielder character, Aventurine. He's become one of my favorite characters. I'm glad I pulled for him because I wasn't going to originally.
That's fair. I'm glad that I paid money to get Sino.
Yes, Sino is a really fun character. I need to build mine up a little bit more and make a good team comp for him.
Yeah,
'Cause
mine's
right now
okay.
he's kind of benched. He's kind of benched for me.
I want to get a Nahida, because Nahida would be amazing with him.
Oh yes, Nihida would be good.
But that's part of I decided I'm probably not going to do Sino's story quest until I get Nahida, because you actually get some, like, hidden lines.
Oh, cool.
Because she can do the whole mind read thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then so you get, like, a little bit more insight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about,
always
like...
forget about that skill of hers.
Yeah.
Use it more often.
I don't have her, so I can't do it. Is this how we're gonna go fishing?
She's a good character.
Man, with Navia, you go industrial fishing. These are crazy.
Nahida was,
How can you call
Nahida
this
was a
fishing when
pure
you're
stroke
using a
of luck.
fully automatic rod?
I think when her banner was up, I was pulling for the other character, and I managed to get the other character, and I just threw a couple wishes on her and, like, frickin' lucked out.
Yeah, El Hatham's
Crazy.
coming back, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh!
What's the problem?
He's in the next
Lots
one.
of
My
people
boy.
in Poisson use rods like these.
Oh, what was it? El Hatham and... Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Is it the new one? Are they gonna release Sethos or whatever?
Sethos will be released, but he's a 4-star, so he's not, like,
Yeah, so he's not gonna be
front
hard
and
to get.
center of the banner. But he'll
No,
be...
but-
Let me see if
He's
I can
like
find it.
he's like Sino's Kave. in a way.
Yeah. He's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some whole... Can we... What is all this? Okay. I'm trying to... Chlorind is coming
oh,
up.
Yeah, I have no interest. Absolutely no interest.
Sage Wayne will be in there. Sethos. And I think Farina.
Is Adrienne, is she
Yeah.
is she a 5-star?
Siege Wayne? Hold on. Let me look again. I'll tell you how the banner goes. I think so. Thought she was supposed to be a 4-star. Let's see. Clorinde will be a banner because she's 5-star. Siegeween is a 5-star, so she is a banner. Sethos is not a banner, but he'll be there. Farina will be in the banner. And Alhaitham. And I believe it's Farina and Alhaitham. I believe. Or maybe it's Clorinde and Alhaitham. It's one or the other. And then Sageween and the other one.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch
that's
when
good,
you
'cause
finally
I have
hook something?
absolutely no interest in any of those characters. I might toss a few wishes at Helhatham and see if I can get him C1'd, but I'm not gonna work too hard for that one.
I definitely want Sethos.
Well, that's one way to enjoy
Yeah,
fishing.
he's a 4-star, so
What
like
do
I
you
said,
think,
I'll throw
Traveler?
in for Alhaitham if he's featured in that one, but...
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
We're doing automated fishing,
Honestly,
Navia.
Clorinde's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour.
You know what
Usually by
sucks?
this time
She
of night,
gives
it's
you
a
the
struggle for
fishing rod
Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
as like a thing to put in your, like when you're done you get that as the rewards, right?
Huh.
It should show,
It
sorry
might
if
just
that
be
was a
something
spoiler,
that
but it
runs
should
in
show
my
your
family.
rewards that you get, but you can put it in your Serenity pot, but you can't even put it over goes on the land,
That's a thing?
so...
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina. My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me.
Oh, Jesus.
But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure
It's a
childhood.
crab sneaking up on Navia.
All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Navia was a little bit of a shit.
When I was young, I
Was a
often
little
thought
what,
that
sorry?
I could do
I should be a
whatever I wanted,
troublemaker.
because there'd
Yeah,
always
probably.
be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me
What's up?
how he'd been injured, but
I
could
do.
tell it had something to do with me.
I'm cutting apples.
Your mom in the background. Oh, shit.
I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
Pull it out.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in.
Because it's broken.
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
We're just gonna go and run into the water and get it.
Paimon to help too?
Why not? Paimon, actually do something. After some time, you finally enter routine. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch, while for some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers the real reason to the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite.
Ha ha ha
You
ha.
didn't attach a hook to your
Wow.
Oh.
Stop wasting time. The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
I knew it. I knew he was a snake in the grass.
We'll go ahead with the operation
was?
tomorrow.
This
You can
other
add
guy.
information as you wish.
The
Oh.
one that just joined us from the... He was in the thingamajig.
Mm.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
Had a really big lunch. And I had cake, so I'm not really
Never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes
not
open
really gonna
anymore.
eat dinner, but just munching on apples.
I had the opposite. I had no lunch and ate a slightly larger dinner.
All right,
Mm.
go to bed.
Not a
I
real
had
dinner, it was just
great time
leftovers.
today.
Yeah, it's still dinner. Food's food.
See you tomorrow.
Is she gonna get kidnapped? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Is this on? It is
so
on.
How was last night?
Nope.
Did you get a
Him.
good night's sleep?
That guy.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar.
Wow. That's a bit of a drop.
Huh.
She's like, oh. Very funny. I think Sino would have appreciated that joke.
I didn't
Coulter.
know you had
That's
such
the
a great
guy.
sense of
Coulter's a snake in the grass.
See?
He's a turncoat.
Mm-hmm. Turncoat.
Anyway, let's head out.
Because he's wearing a coat.
I'll arrange for them to bring us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see
I'm
you
also
too.
really good at bad jokes.
Yes,
Paimon hopes
Sino.
she'll really
Good job.
appreciate your gift.
I appreciate Sino's jokes.
I hope so.
I get
too.
it.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be good. You just have to enjoy it. I feel like, though, Navia probably knows that he's a snake in the grass. I'm just gonna get up here so I can jump down. I like that joke that I sent you earlier today, though. That was hilarious. But I agree with you. It's too good to be considered a Sino joke.
That one you sent me?
Yeah.
That was just a little bit too on point.
Yeah, it was just a little too... It was a little too good.
Yeah, just a slight bit.
But just the look on his face was just great. Poor guy. Had no idea what just happened to him. Where am I going? Somewhere over here? Yes. We're going back to Poisson. To the fish place. I'm not taking the path it wants me to take because that's silly. We'll just jump down. Problem with Poisson is there's like little dots, like shiny dots in the air, and I keep thinking they're things to collect. And I get all excited. And then I can't collect anything.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Is she gonna wear it? I'm gonna see it.
Oh, thank you so much, boss.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
She's not your boss yet.
It's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
Ta-da!
Been a while.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing.
She has droopy
And if
eyes.
Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too. What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
I hope they show her wearing it. That would be cute. Aww. That's
Is that the
weird.
outfit?
Yeah.
It's a
No, I
Spina
think it's
di
for her when
Rosula
she gets older.
uniform.
I don't
Mhm.
think
For
it's for
me?
her as a child, so.
But isn't it a bit big?
Well,
Unfortunately.
it's a gift for future you. When you first told me
Nah.
that you were
Sad,
interested
I
in
know,
joining the Spina, I was overjoyed.
I'm also a little bit sad that it's like a suit and tie.
But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
No, Adele.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Why do you have to be such a jerk, Coulter? Things you say are so nice, but you're a jerk.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
It totally sounds like the Mafia.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
That's
What?
not good.
Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Dude, you're part of this problem.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
We can't do that.
Certainly sounds like it.
That has nothing to do with them.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina, and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
It's not
Are they insane?
above Poisson.
There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
At least she saves her people. Now we get to do something.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
I knew it.
Watch out, boss!
Oh no.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
He dropped his knives. What the hell, man? You suck.
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
Ow.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
The mom is missing her nose. She looks weird. Her mouth is barely visible. Ah.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Wow.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move.
She can handle herself, sir.
Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little.
Well, and you didn't do anything to help,
And it
so
was
that's
all
why.
Because of you, Navia.
What? You blaming her?
Died because of you.
Wow.
Callus died because of you.
Rude.
Malus and Silver died because of you.
Rude.
So many more dead. Everyone dead. All because of you.
How is that fair?
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
You can't blame somebody for their mother's death from giving childbirth. That's not fair.
Brutal.
Well, it's
Dumb.
not, yeah, like, it's stupid. Like, she didn't deserve that. And then her father dying, that had nothing to do with Navia. It's not Navia's fault. That had to do with
It's all her
other
fault.
people. and Malus and Silver, that hurt her the most. Poor girl.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Yeah, you're upset because of Melissa, dude. You wanted to eat her food.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
He's spouting anger.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
She's trying really hard, dude. You were in prison the entire time she was growing up.
Have you ever considered that? Maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came.
Wow.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
I don't think she really made a mistake.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
Yeah, little kid, go. I like how the little kids always mouth off.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now.
Yes. Florent, please take your fake mustache off and your fake beard.
You somehow managed to pin the
It really
blame for
does
every
look
mistake
fake.
and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
So spiky.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
At least his mustache looks more real.
You're gonna have to.
Oh.
Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
And she's gonna be like, no.
You think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Beat him up with your umbrella. Sorry, parasol.
Coming at ya.
Technically.
Hey, coming at ya.
He's down.
Cha. Ha-ha. Hey there. Attack. That's the way. Hey there. Hiya.
Haha. Man.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians.
They should be really worried about him because he's face down in a puddle. Like you can see the water around him.
I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
What are you talking about? I'd be
Right,
fine.
boss, I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
That's a loaded question.
But I have to go.
I like Navia. I do.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Wow, Paimon, that was really smart.
Nowhere to run.
Ooh, fighting
Your
Sino in
sins
the
lie
rain?
upon your
That's
soul.
bad. That's a good way to die.
Their penance is due. You stand condemned.
Just because I can.
Guilty. Surrender.
He's getting a lot more stronger since I've
Judgment
upgraded his talents.
They certainly brought a lot of muscle.
For Sino.
They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
I need to do the mechanical A-boss.
Oh, I'll help you with that because I don't think I have his talents leveled up, so.
Yeah, I need to do that one a lot because it's for a lot of people.
Whatever.
Nowhere to run.
Yes. Unfortunately, Cookie needs it too.
Cookie?
But yeah, Cookie needs it.
Surrender.
But yeah, whenever you're down to do the Trounce domains, let me know. We can do whatever ones you want.
Yeah.
Futile.
Oh yeah, because I need everybody
I'm slowly
anyway, so.
leveling. Yeah, and I'm slowly leveling people, everybody, so I'm in no rush.
Now you're doing it like I do it.
Through me,
Yeah,
justice is
sporadically
served.
here and there.
Yeah, don't tell Ruby.
Their penance is due.
We completed the challenge.
This must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism.
Take it apart!
How can we disable it?
Break it!
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
What's this? It looks like a key.
There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for? Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key.
Probably.
Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Can Paimon carry the key? Money. A radish. Why do you have a radish? Got it.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
No, I wanted to get what he has too. Ah. Money. I like how one guy's walking around with a radish.
That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go.
This is an interesting set of explosives. Cutscene!
They're gonna bury Poisson!
Wow, the Traveler is awesome.
I mean, the Traveler is the main character, so they have that same possibility.
Yeah, but it's like how they
Come on,
move.
partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
With her parasol. Okay, this is cool.
Fire!
Because, you know, that makes sense. It's a freaking amazing parasol. Passes out. Okay, they're getting better with their animations at least.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
I agree.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time. It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Ah, got it. That's good at least.
Except for Romeo. He's still out. Gotta catch him.
Coulter,
Yeah, you're a butt, Coulter.
I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day
the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
He's not getting out, though. I doubt it. Stay in prison, Coulter. You're safer there.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself.
Hmm.
A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
Okay, I'm done eating chips.
Thank you so much.
No more crack-lackin'.
Crack-a-lackin'?
Traveler,
Nope.
I want to ask you something.
Oh,
I
now we
guess
carry
I'm
her
gonna
around?
hold.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah,
Do you
Good job.
really see me
go Traveler,
as
go.
your partner?
Of course.
Traveler spoke.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
I
You
think
spoke?
she spoke, but she just said, "Of course."
Oh shit.
That's it.
How do you feel,
Damn it.
Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I think the traveler needs to speak. Every time that we pick something, they should be speaking.
Especially when it's like, yes, I agree. Especially when they have like everybody else voicing their lines.
Mm-hmm.
I find it so dumb. And then you got to like Sumeru, and you get to those like weird detective thinking challenges, and he speaks that all out, or she, whatever.
Does it in Fontaine, too.
Yes. But like that's the first time you actually hear so many words from the traveler, and it's just like, why can't
I
we
know.
just go back and do this for like everything? Because you have a voice actor already for this character.
Yep.
Like,
And
let's
they're
just
doing
do
the
it.
anime, so why not just do it? And
They're doing an anime?
yes.
Oh shit.
This has been like a year in the this has been used for a year.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
where have
okay,
you
I don't
been?
know. Under a rock?
Apparently. So like the traveler's gonna speak more, although it'll probably be the male traveler. But still, the thing is that also like when you pick a line, they say more than what's in the line. And so sometimes Paimon will respond and I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah.
I feel quite a bit better.
I'd like to see more
I
banter
shall
between the
probably
traveler
still
and
rest for
Paimon.
a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier.
Well, that'll
Feel
be
free
an
to just
interesting
ignore
one.
me.
The anime. Are they
Mhm.
gonna start it like right from the beginning, you think?
I don't know. Nobody really knows. The theory is they might start actually with like, they're hoping, people are hoping that they would start with something like where the little like manga thing they did. That was like
I
the
haven't
prologue.
read the webtoon.
Yeah, you should. It's interesting because it's basically the prologue of the game.
Cool.
Kind of like what starts everything.
Yeah.
And before the traveler even wakes up.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself.
Well, that would be nice to include that in the anime for all the people
You
who
could
didn't
say
read the
I've
comic.
discovered
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
It's funny because Sino shows up and does some crazy stuff.
Coulter mentioned
Yeah,
my
sounds
parents,
crazy.
as well as Malus and
He
Silver.
basically does magic.
It's all thanks to them that I've made
Final
it this
is
far
magic.
in life.
He is magic. Because
He's a
he's a
magical boy.
freaking god in his body.
Do you think
He's a magical boy.
they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
I'm just curious where they're gonna go with him because there's some questions.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Florent's thinking
Well,
about
since
it.
it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Were you working for him too?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
But he's sort of smiling, and I still think his mustache is fake. And his beard. Please shave it off. It looks weird.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Actually, what's gonna be interesting, and this is my theory, but I think that if they keep going, because I know something about the story quest for Sino that you don't know, so I won't tell you exactly, but he may have eventually as much power as an Archon.
He what, sorry?
He may have as much power eventually, if they keep going with it, as an Archon.
Well, he's essentially hosting a god, so...
Yeah, it's about how it works. It's interesting. And it's different. So it's like cheating. Because technically he doesn't need his vision. But we'll see.
Let's dance.
We will see. I also want to see more, you know, I don't know what they're going to do with El Haytham, but I want to see something from Tainari about his family. Because he still has a family, unlike everybody else. His story is not sad. It's the only one.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
It's a surprise. It's the statue.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished.
The town is made up of 6 people.
But special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
That's why I like Navia. She's easily happy. No, she does kind of look like her mom. Aww, that would be amazing. There you go.
This is Papa, Mother, and me.
There's BMO.
We
He's
designed
late.
the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue.
If you're talking, your microphone is muted.
I had to switch controllers. I was on the one.
Oh. That's a good impression.
Yeah.
I don't think it was purring.
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the
Well,
design
I
a long
didn't get
time
the
ago.
damn card. I
Gave the
gave up.
sculptor permission
I
to
can't.
begin
There's no
working.
other place I can get any more gems
We
besides
only asked
buying them,
Boss
and
to
I'm not
decide
doing
on a
it.
design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
I refuse.
How
I literally
could we
got
only have
that
statues
one
of Mr.
card so many
Callis and
times. It's
Mrs.
level 4
Clementine?
now.
Even though Boss is still young,
Fuck it, I'm done.
we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what
Final
Spina
Fantasy
di Rosula was like in
XIV,
the
somebody put
past,
Fall Guys
but I
in there
know
as an
it's
obstacle
a
course.
great organization.
With Navia around,
It kind of
I'm
is.
not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and
I
believe in
love
you
trying to feed
wholeheartedly.
a 6-year-old that
I believe
doesn't
everyone
wanna
is here
eat
for
and then
you,
fakes
not the
that
glory
she's
days.
cold, tired, has to pee.
Yeah, that's
full,
normal.
Doesn't like it. Yeah, and I told her, I said, here's what you're gonna do. I said, you do it every single time that you claim you don't like something. It's too spicy. It's cold. It's too hot. I'm full. I don't like this anymore. This tastes funny. And I want
And
you
I guess
to
you don't get
acknowledge
to
it.
eat
And I said,
anything then.
And I said, so I'm just gonna walk away and I'm gonna see what you do. And then next thing you hear,
That's what we believe as
this
well.
tastes funny. I said, there's one. It's
Thank you
cold. I don't
so
like it anymore.
much, everyone.
It's not made right.
Then I'll be brave and just
And
accept
I'm
everyone's
full.
support for
I'm
what
cold.
it is.
It's hot in here. I have to pee.
This really is
I
quite
said, you
the
couldn't
surprise.
play poker because you got too many toes.
I never thought that I'd have the
I'm
chance.
Well,
not
don't tell her
lying.
how to
next
play
my
poker.
mother.
She's too young.
Not even in my wildest dreams.
She said, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm full. I says, whatever. As soon as your mom says she's going to give you something you want to eat as a snack, miraculously, you're empty again. Then that's what happened. You want a peanut butter and jelly? Yeah. I said, amazing. Look at that. You're not full anymore. Well, the side of my stomach that's going in was empty.
Seems like I
says, "You
started
can
to
tell that lie
question
to
myself
somebody
a bit
else."
too much.
That's not how your stomach
I'll pick
works.
myself up again and
No,
become
I
a
said,
more
"You're not a
reliable
cow."
president
Well, I'm
for
pretending I
all
have
of
more
you.
than one stomach.
Looking
I said,
back
that's
on
not
it,
how that works.
I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
I said, I really hope that I
I'm
don't
sure
get the
everyone
babysit you
longs for
guys,
that one
for a
thing in
weekend,
life
because
that
that's
seems
not gonna
trivial
work.
to
I'm gonna
others,
sit there until you
but
eat.
they themselves can never obtain.
Mhm.
To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky
I have
person
begun
after all.
Cat Quest.
There you go. I already played it, so.
It seems like I start
Cat Quest was
looking
a
back
cute
on
game.
it. I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little
did you hear what
close-minded to
happened with,
assess or evaluate
Courtney?
it only from the
Or with
perspective
Aiden?
of the clan.
No.
Oh, let me wait for this thing to get done doing its thing, and then
That's
I'll
probably why she didn't step in to mediate or
Pause.
oppose the building of the lines.
So, because the music in this is like really loud, and there's no way to turn it down right now.
It seems like looking back on it, I'm on.
Silence.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
But for how long?
Why'd you have to remind
And it's
me?
over.
Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now.
Look at- there we
Please
go, that
forget
worked.
that I
Now I
ever
can get
said
out of here.
anything. Oh, wait.
Go out here.
But it'd
Quiet.
also be
Okay.
bad if you were to forget it.
He was at
Okay,
Beaver
Please keep it a secret
Lake
between us from now on.
in Arkansas.
Please don't.
When that storm hit, they had a bunch of tornadoes touch down, and I think it took out the trailer that he was in or pushed it over. He got pelted pretty good with golf ball sized hail and took refuge in a restroom with a bunch of other people.
Okay, but
So
he's
I was up
okay.
until- Yeah, he's just beaten up a little bit, but he's okay.
Well,
And I
why
was
didn't
on-
she
he
tell
was-
me?
He didn't have internet, and he could only talk periodically when he'd go to one area of the building to get data reception. And we were on. I was on my phone and my laptop tracking the storm and giving him call-outs as to where the tornadoes were touching down and what direction they were going.
Oh.
And I was keeping up with it on both phones, and so I was up until 5 a.m. with her. But it was for a good reason. It was because, she was worried and couldn't keep track and didn't know what to do, so I was keeping her calm and giving them updates on what was going on.
I'm telling you, they need to put in, like, freaking shelters. I don't know why they don't.
Yep. This was weird. Is areas that don't have tornadoes like that have shelters, but areas that have ridden with tornadoes, no shelters. Make it make sense.
Priorities are broken. Should I just I'll unlock it? I think I'll do Risley's story. Then I'll do, because I think Chiori is in here. And Risley. To the Fortress of Maripede.
Hi, Noah.
Dun dun dun. Actually, what's my map looking like?
What's the matter?
Aw, trilling again.
Yeah. Ori's been acting weird. She hasn't been coming near me all day. She didn't sleep in bed with me last night.
You were up until 5 a.m. She's upset.
It really wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah,
You've got
probably.
a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff like credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Why?
Oh, you mean Risley?
I'm gonna
He's
once I get
definitely a
streaming
pretty
again, I'm gonna have to turn
impressive
your little trill into a redeem.
Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
When did you have a conversation or two with Risley Paimon? I barely did.
Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys? Yeah.
There we go. I can turn the noise down.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear it in the background.
Everything feels super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Somebody's stuck in the floor.
Oh man, this is cute. I can actually attack on the map. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I played the game like to death.
Is someone passing by?
Oh, this is actually pretty cute.
This guy's crying. There's a lot of cat jokes in it. He's in the box.
I'm just gonna run around a map and pick up shit.
Over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Open the box.
Did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, traveler, let's go take a look. Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to
Take a cat nap, he just flops down wherever he's at.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to
Did someone take all your clothes? Is what I asked instead of did someone shave your eyebrows?
No, it was nothing quite that serious.
Wow.
I'd just like some help finding my hat.
He's in the box and he can't find his hat. And that's why he's in the box.
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair!
Paimon, there's no need to spell it out.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box.
Because he's having a bad hair day without his hat, that's why.
You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone.
I want to be an asshole, find the hat, and put it on top of the box.
It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Why are you in a box?
We'll be back in no time.
Oh my god. Reborn in the land of grievances. Alright. The entrance elevator. And it says I have to go down. Down we go. Watch Risley's got the hat.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought.
Is it on the water?
Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in.
By what? You're inside a big, giant building. There's no wind.
Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat. That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out
It'd be really funny if a very quiet voice went, I heard you.
all kinds of stuff in there. You let Paimon pick out some other stuff too, right? If we're going to the shop anyway. Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
Maybe Risley found the hat and was like, this is a really good hat. I think I'll put it somewhere. Because why not? What is this? Oh! I found a chest! Well, that was
What is
fun.
the foundation on which civilization is built?
Oh yes, it's the guy with all the stuff.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Glasses?
I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar.
Trambadook?
Restocking the shop.
That's a great name. Chamboduke.
Now just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread.
Paimon just got called food.
Well, you must be the legendary traveler.
She just called a glazed chunk of gingerbread.
Oh my god.
No. Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
She's not some kind of flying chunk of gingerbread. Oh, that's great.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself.
Chamboduke is very, very British.
I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
He doesn't fit with the French and Spanish kind of background that this place has.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Wow.
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede.
Araneus.
We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. You were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you. Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery.
You're still giving me flattery, though.
After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke.
Mr. Alvar?
And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself.
He's so British.
I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
I'm not very good with my regional British accents, but this is thick.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Yeah, he totally is.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Anything else?
Well, Paimon wants to go shopping.
Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
Quick, buy all of it.
It's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Moment's hesitation.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
Something is weird about you.
It's all right, two will do.
Thought you turned down a chance to freeload.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later.
Paimonology!
Will still be waiting for us.
The study of Paimon.
Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
Can we buy
Come
stuff?
again.
No. That was weird. What happens if I hit that thing again? Nothing. Okay. Wait a minute. No. I tell myself, don't get greedy. Okay, we'll go up, and then I'm not gonna worry about that side quest. I'll do that after. All those
I found a level in it.
quests.
A level up loot cave.
You'll find that, so like you can easily platinum that game. You just have to like level out to the max level and play out all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm literally just clearing this cave, leaving, coming back, clearing it, leaving, and coming back. I'm level 4, it says level 8, but as long as you're careful, you can kill everything in here.
Mm-hmm.
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did?
Ow.
Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Why does he sound like he lives in this box?
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
His voice does not fit his body very well.
Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful.
I like the
but
fact that you get mana back
unfortunately,
whenever you do
there's just
a weapon
something
hit.
special about
Mm-hmm.
my hat.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
So he was in the
If you're
box?
looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Risley found his hat. I was right. Risley took his hat. That's funny.
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air.
I like how he doesn't really wear his jacket.
I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do.
Because he wears a different kind of hat.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again, You might not have the same luck next time.
Wow, that was kind of a threat.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace.
Now he doesn't look so weird, but
Then-
still.
Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
Yes, weird box man.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat? Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Why not?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky.
This is true.
The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime.
That's
We'd
how
never
that
know
works.
these things if they don't share their story with us.
Okay.
Huh. You've got
Pretty
a
cool.
point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
What is the
Although
Beret
most
Society?
of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones. The Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things.
Like living in a box?
If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
All right then, please follow me.
Interesting. We'll just jump down. We're gonna go have lunch with Risley. They better give us a good lunch.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
I like how his name is Risley, and this guy's name is Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes.
Yeah, maybe something not weird.
If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Is it Fanta?
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
VIP drinks.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please? That sounds like something it's not. Like, she's totally being innocent, but it doesn't sound that way.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice.
She really
We were
did get
both
2 bottles.
Swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
That's kind of cool.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
Level 15, let's see.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler. Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability, and making lots of friends along the way. I'm sure that by the end of your journey you'll possess an unmatched amount of perspectives and opportunities.
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us.
Yeah, I do too.
That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Yes.
So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms, some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top. So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
No. But obviously you were put there as a child.
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
What would be considered reported or recorded contraband that's in a shipment? Contraband is bad no matter what.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Oh,
Yes,
what are they smuggling in now?
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
Paimon, you have no idea.
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly.
That they're not supposed to have in prison.
Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem!
Yeah, I think the yarn, balls, and ropes and mechanical parts is a little strange.
Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Yeah, Paimon would like to request the Mora, please, and the snacks.
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well? Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Paimon wants to be the vault keeper? Why don't you just be
Jokes
the duke?
aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything?
I wonder what she's gonna pick more. Snacks or Mora?
No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I feel like these two would get along so well.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of Mora.
It looks kinda bad, Paimon. A gem that smokes? That's kinda scary. Don't touch it.
Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead? There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
Ooh, Paimon, what bad things?
Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain.
I want to know what bad stuff happened to Paimon.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
Hmm. What are we gonna see? Memories from your sibling.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but
You
who
level
knows
up
if it'll
fast
also
in this
make
fucking
Paimon
game.
sick.
Good lord.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then.
I kind of want to know more about this rock. This quest is more interesting.
I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
He's probably bored.
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
Okay, I like Risley. He's fun. I got a welfare meal just because I can. Look at them all wearing their hats. That's weird.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival.
Oh my god, this guy's got a southern accent.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Are these your two guests?
We do not claim him.
It's a little flowery.
We definitely do not claim him.
You've got to listen to this. Oh my god.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna click any more buttons.
All right, there. Let me. Let's see. Where's my phone? Do I have my phone? No, I don't. Okay.
Uh oh.
I'll do it on this. I got my laptop.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna speak again.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me mute my headset, and I'll turn you up.
Well, just tell me.
I'll type in chat when I'm there.
Yeah. Just gotta give it a minute. Okay.
Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought
It's like fake, but
if we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Risley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep.
I don't know who that is. Okay, you can come back to the regular chat now, unless you want to hear more.
But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right.
Tigger
Here we
is
keep
from
an
Winnie
eye
the
on
Pooh.
each other and remind each other of our
No
goals.
way, Tigger doesn't
Everyone
sound
can
like
focus
this.
on rehabilitating
He
our
sounds
mental
like
states
Tigger the
and
hillbilly.
even make many new friends.
It's so bad.
Yeah, that is a really bad impersonation of a southern accent.
And like his name is French.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a guy earlier who is very like British, but like the really, I want to be like low-class British accent. I don't know what the different regions are.
Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
It sounds very, like, almost Mississippi.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ah, there's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier.
I don't know if I believe
Our
you.
members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group.
Pride.
Then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats.
Yeah, it does sound very Mississippi to me, doesn't it? Like a really cheap Mississippi accent.
Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life.
It's like he came out of the bayou.
This hat will show everyone everything we have been working
needs to go back.
In other words, that
Needs to go
hat's come
practice it.
represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right.
No
Your
Bobby
Grace.
Boucher.
That's a part of our goal as well.
You don't
Let's
know
take
who
a little
Bobby
old seat
Boucher is,
over
do you?
here. There's no need for us to
We're
stand.
gonna take a little old seat.
I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
Huh. Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Well, we're already here, aren't we? Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Like every other spot in the place. Oh, that's kind of funny. That was such a bad accent.
Yep.
I have a lot of fun with this because it is that bad. What's she sound like?
What are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are a guest of the Duke, are you not?
Oh, she's a regular
I'm organizing
person.
the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members publish themselves. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do.
That's an interesting commentary on criminality.
You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here,
And the justice
no matter
system.
what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
So this is something like a safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't worry, we will.
Good variety of books. Interesting. Let's go talk to this guy. He's very muscly.
Newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this?
Ah, scary. Why? What are you doing?
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
Is it necessary?
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world. Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Oh, please, Paimon, do it.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to do that generally. You're not allowed to just stand there and scream randomly. People don't like that. That was weird.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to
Oh,
you?
his voice makes him sound much older than he looks.
Oh, okay, we're just taking a look around.
I think.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Paimon's excited.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His Grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Interesting.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
I like how they just suddenly stood up very awkwardly.
Of
How's your
course,
game?
Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
It's pretty entertaining.
Sorry, every time this guy talks, it's funny. It's a great game.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
I like how it says, note that your review, and he said opinion.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process.
Why is your voice quivering?
It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
There's something sneaky.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Ah, so it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for, really.
I want to know, where's the voodoo?
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs.
That's true.
Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves.
Okay, now I'm wondering where the catch is.
And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
I have to ask what happened to Risley, because I'm starting to notice all the scars he has, And, like, he's got one, like, not one, several scars on his neck that would be deadly.
I'm pretty sure he murdered his adoptive father, and that's why he's got sent to Meroplode or whatever the heck it's called.
The Fortress of Meripede?
Meripede. And then he just kind of ended up rising in the ranks and taking over, but I'm pretty sure he was being physically abused.
Mm. Yeah, because he's
And
got
that's
scars
why he,
everywhere.
Like, he struck back, and I don't think he was the only, like, adopted kid. I think there was others, and he was trying to protect someone.
Yeah, and it looks like he tries, but though unsuccessfully, to cover up the scars.
Or he shows them proudly as battle scars, who knows?
No, but if you look at where, like, the bindings are on him, they cover up the scars. So, like, the one around his neck is covering up the one that's, like, going straight down on each side. And aside from the one on his eye, which he can't hide. And then the ones on his arms, too. They're all interrupted by the bindings. Interesting.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
I'm not surprised.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Almost never, you say. Oh, there's that guy. The guy who hides in the box.
How do you spell his name again?
Risley?
Isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here
Hold on, he'll pop up again. Give it a minute. What? Why is everybody doing that?
What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Why are they gasping? There you go. W-R-I-O.
W-R-I-O.
T-H.
Thank you, that's all I needed.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back.
Hey, there's that guy again.
I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of
Having
used to
killed
it by
his
now, though.
abusive foster parents, multiple, to save his adoptive siblings, worthlessly was sentenced and exiled to the fortress of Meropide in his teenage years.
I knew it. Okay,
He
yeah, so he
eventually
went as a
became
kid.
his administrator and has enforced a series of rumors under his rule, serving as a role model for the prisoners.
Yeah. That's what I
There
thought.
you go. He killed his parents who were abusive. I think it actually pops up in this quest, to be honest with you, so apologies if I spoiled it.
It's okay.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
Let me see your lore. I want to see the lore on you. I don't care about your attacks.
I'm also not too sure
Or your
about that. As far as I
constellation, 'cause I'll
recall,
never unlock
he's always
you
been a
very
little
far.
strange, but I'll check up on him later.
There's something suspicious.
After all, it's
With
my
this hat
responsibility as
society.
the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then.
Navigation? No, where's your lore?
That makes me, like, twitch. Something about
Oh,
boxing
right,
gloves.
You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times.
Ooh, they don't like that.
Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Ooh, don't do that.
Yes, right
He
away.
enjoys drinking tea.
Yes, he does. He has a tea fetish.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
That guy totally picked it up without ever saying a thing.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
There's no exit. We're literally on the floor. Like, it's not like we're in a building.
Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
And same to you.
Clearly, they were the ones waiting for the gem. Something suspicious.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Well, what's your opinion of the Society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Something's off.
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well?
Yes, but that doesn't mean it's true.
Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the Society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, you also picked up on it.
Yep.
The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
You completely lost Paimon.
He's gonna go in and do something, because when he pulled out the handcuffs, they all went, huh.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place?
Yeah.
Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left. And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Ooh.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't really like Fontaine. I don't like playing detective. Researcher, yes. Detective, no.
It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it. I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
They're sneaky people. I really want the shiny thing because it's been bothering me. Are you guys... Why are you guys watching them?
Surely the audience will be able to follow the plot here.
Let's see what happens. Oh, they don't look nearly as active.
Huh. It's just as Risley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
You lost BMO?
No, it's just muted. She was
Wait,
yelling at the
you
kids.
guys
I
are...
wanted to hear that on stream.
No.
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
What's with the size?
Nobody
Nobody wants to talk.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Risley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Duchier.
Why?
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Yeah, no kidding.
We can look around for it, yeah?
This seems really weird.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
That was weird.
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
I'm worried about this guy.
Hey, big guy.
That is such an awkward thing to say. Paimon.
What do you want?
Wow.
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner. I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
This is actually weirding me out.
Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
I can disable the alarm system. That's hilarious.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
Really weird.
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicions.
They're being abused?
The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
He was in a box, Paimon.
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
He took his hat. I was right.
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
It was Risley took the box guy's hat. I was right.
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going
Damn
on.
it, Risley.
He caused all these problems. The poor guy was so scared he had to hide in a box.
I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Somebody who, like, based on what you mentioned, somebody who's been in a situation where they've been abused would be able to spot the signals pretty quickly.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody?
Because they're not the problem.
Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. and I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society.
Using fear.
And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run.
Maybe that rock has something to do with it.
I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
He's better at leaving than Alhaitham was. Although that was still my favorite moment ever. Finish a quest with Alhaitham, and all of a sudden Alhaitham's like, well, we're done here. Bye! I thought that was great. Where are you going? I'm off the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was great. I love it.
I mean, that's me.
I think he...
Evening. Wrisley's probably wrapped up his
I think Alhaitham was a little bit more
Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking.
upfront about it, though.
Him and ask him what
did I run into? She's here to do Pankerton? What? Discrimination. That was worded a little misleading. I think you mean specifically is banned from taking part.
Freaking hell, where's my water bottle?
Sounds like a plan. Hand it over. I told them that Paimon can fight in my stead. No way, Paimon fights as a duo. Paimon doesn't even fight.
Paimon doesn't fight?
No, Paimon can't even lift things up. She's too busy floating. I keep running into quests in here. And this one I didn't even plan on. Get a fantastic Fonta trophy. Apparently I'm going to be somebody's coach. Okay, this is the person from that other group. What? There are multiple factors that contributed to my previous losses. She has no more coupons. Change pass, efficiency perspective. Competing in the Pankerton tournament may prove to be a better chance now, especially with my help. For the sake of the unlimited Fonta. Alright, but we're not doing that. That's just a weird side quest that I don't need to do right now. I just happened to run into it. Who's that guy? Tricky. Oh, hey! It's Tricky Boule Fruit.
Oh, you've met them somewhere before.
How'd you get in this time? Good question. Don't forget, I don't have a name for nothing. I got my ways too. No, tell me more. How's business? Keep quiet. Seems like most people here only go to the rag and bone shop but to buy their bric-a-brac. What? I can't go prancing about with my wares, setting up shop willy-nilly. It wouldn't be good to attract the wrong kind of attention for certain parties. Especially that Alvard. Oh yes, Alvard that disappeared. How's Blanche? She's good. I found her a tutor before coming in. So what kind of tutor? Photography. I told her the tutor will fill her world with pictures every day. Aww. That's so cute. He may be a butt, but at least he loves his sister. Oh, he gave me a present.
Tried.
What do you give me? Pure water.
Need to find a way of sorting out the rag and bone.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like pure water.
I like water too.
No, not just water. I like pure water.
Water is water. As long as it's clean.
Exactly. Pure water.
Recycled poop.
No, that's not water.
What Emo is.
Yeah. Apparently it's been through the ringer once already.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon.
Yeah,
Even
she
as
doesn't
the
have
situation
patience.
Continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that.
I think Dugier
must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance.
Refute
Of course,
it.
I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present.
Whoops.
There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
Hat guy was apparently in on it?
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all
That's why he
Paimon's
worthlessly stole his hat.
And it's Paimon's fault that they kind of got the hint.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it.
Okay, so the guy lost his hat. What's going to happen to the poor other
set
guy?
his internal alarms off all at once.
The hats must be hiding something.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear.
Did they put the rock in the hats?
I don't know.
If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth, and we'd be back to square one.
Maybe that's where the rock really came from. It wasn't actually part of the
So
chest.
after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground.
And then they all froze.
I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Ah, so you did that on purpose?
I thought he did too.
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the society from the very beginning.
I knew that too.
I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
Actually, now I'm starting to wonder what all the rope and stuff was about too.
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
Yeah, but they were still scared.
You used us as a part of your plan too.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've
Presley's
now
pretty
told
cunning.
you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society. Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you.
You have my thanks. Now, there are still 2 outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Yeah? What kind of music? Flight of the Bumblebee? Nope. Is he gonna drink tea? Such calming music. Oh, it's just boring Fontaine music.
I like jazz. I think jazz plays in his office, doesn't it?
This is not jazz. This is like classic piano. It's basically.
Oh, look at all the...
Knockety knock knock. Who is it?
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
It's the girl, but it's a different girl.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These 2 are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct? Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you.
Her lover?
Yes, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
The box guy is her lover.
Slow down.
Maybe he should go hide in a box.
Start from the top. What happened at the society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing
2 days
control,
left.
as well as the thing we all fear the most.
For what?
Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you.
I definitely didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it. I
Every secret may
kept
be
getting
found within.
repeat cards so often that most of them are almost at max.
How exciting.
Yeah, so I'm done trying. I'm just gonna let it end. That way I ain't gotta
Here
worry
you
about
are. I was
fretting
wondering
over
where
it
you had
and-
run off to in such a hurry.
Uh-oh.
Their payout is horrendous.
The Mississippi hillbilly came back.
Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see,
He's so
Abisa's
creepy.
mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress.
Why is her mental state unstable? She's just scared of you.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Hoo-hoo.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses.
What's with the
We
bow?
brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
There's a bow on the table. I just didn't get to see enough because she's...
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
It's all right, Avise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say.
Yours are terrible too.
Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avise and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
What a
Miss
snake.
Avise, please show me your head. That is an order.
It's in her hat.
There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs?
It's not what's wrong with the current state of affairs, it's what you're doing.
I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Because you're sketchy as fuck?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avise. Let's head back.
That poor girl.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad. We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact
She left the
scenario,
bow
or he
behind.
wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
They all had ponytails.
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avise feel the need to remove her hat? The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avise feel the need to remove her hat? The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret.
That's the conclusion, even though I can't touch it.
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about
You mean this thing?
They all wear the hair
So,
clip.
She handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem.
Ew.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
Eek.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Mm-hmm. Let's go and arrest him.
Arrest him!
Well, I mean, it's pretty bad what he's doing. Like, it is really bad.
Yeah. Lost the stream here. There we go.
I just think it's funny now. I'm running around a Sino inside the fortress of Meripede, but I would love to see him in there.
Did you see Worthlessly's movie clip yet?
No.
Oh goody, so I haven't missed it yet.
No, we're first.
Watched that one hundreds and times over.
First, we're dealing with the whole, you know,
Your Grace, we have
capturing
taken the society
people.
members into custody.
Capture them?
We're missing somebody
They
though.
all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
Risley is very clever.
Have them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
He's good! It fits him.
Understood, Your Grace.
At least he doesn't have a squeaky voice.
I'm sorry, I'm just not used to it.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go check out the other areas too.
Okay. No one's ever flipped through them. The creases are almost identical. They don't seem to have been formed naturally. So nobody read anything.
Here, have a look at this.
It's like the first time I've ever seen Paimon just float freely in the game.
This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. Its contents are exactly the same as this book on the shelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up.
So they were just for show.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh.
Not real. just rocked right... Yeah, let's just walk right all over the books. La da 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 da. Abuse of the books.
Look at what I found.
Some bottles and a bowl. Oh, a surveillance thing?
This is a surveillance port.
Aha.
With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less. Or to not do anything at all. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Hmm.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
They're running, they're running.
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
Wow. I guess he trains them well. Go to the production zone. I'm pretty sure... Whoops. I didn't want to do this, but okay. He doesn't want to join the team. That's a no. Okay. As much as I enjoy detective jokes from his combat capabilities, you're about as good in a fight as a blubber beast. Joining your team would be like debuting on the stage just before the curtains close. If I had time for that, don't think I'd be better off rehearsing for the Tri-Coupon Troops performance. Okay. I may have... A stern-shield crab is competing? Agreed to coach us. I'm sure he stands a greater chance of winning. Okay. This is a side quest that just keeps popping up for me. She's a researcher, but she learned how to use an axe. I'm quite handy with an axe. I chop firewood for stress relief when my research hits a wall. I would too, actually. Why don't we have a little sparring session now? That way you can show me your skills. Depending on how the sparring goes, I may or may not decide to join your team. Seems like a sensible suggestion. He says, yes, it's excellent. Ha ha ha, you want us to tell more jokes? Okay. Chopping firewood. They're gonna wear different clothes. Oh, that's funny. Alright, back to the game. Pretty sure this... I think I need to go down. Oh, I didn't read where I was going, though. That would have been more helpful. Whoops. I think it's funny that the male characters stand with their hips, like, jutting forward. It's weird. It's also concerning. That's not helpful. Not healthy. Bleh, bleh. Can't speak. This is where we need to be. Here we are.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
But you pointed the other way. Alright. Yeah, like you're the one leading, not me. Where am I supposed to go? No? Yes? No?
He's thinking.
Man, stop thinking every 2 feet.
Guard over there. I might see some society members too.
After them.
It's Risley. Run!
Give chase? Ah! I'm faster than Risley. I'll catch you. Okay, well, he's not my target. Haha, got you.
Ugh, those blasted guards!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Come on, it's time to talk. Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
But Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
Wow, that's
so
like an excuse.
In other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen it pass through a large drainage pipe.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's
So
about time that we
compliant.
find out what Dugier's really after.
I saw something shining over here. I'm gonna grab it. Ooh, I see something else shining. Yeah. What's with all the green? Hmm. The abandoned production zone, the old place that nobody goes to anymore. Into the dungeon. This won't take long.
Ooh, you get to take worthlessly from.
Did you get a little excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a fun character. I enjoy using him. You get to beat people up with your fists of coldness.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas.
That and there's like a movie
They've been left
scene here
abandoned
that
due
I
to a
wanted
lack
to
of
rewatch,
funds.
so I had your volume
There are
cranked,
usually
but I
guards
wasn't
on
quite
patrol here.
paying attention. So.
It's okay.
Stay sharp. He's got a ton of
You just
surprises
really like
waiting for us, I'm
Risley.
sure.
I do. He's a fun character.
I haven't had a chance to really play with him, so now's my chance.
Okay, so just as a heads up, when he starts to glow red, hold down your attack button, and he'll regain health if you need. Because you have to do the, like, you have to hold down your attack button and you do your charged attack.
That one?
Which is like kind of an uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
That one, yeah. That one, once you're glowing red and you hit an enemy with that one, you'll gain health back. Because his, when you attack with his, L2? Is it?
Hmm?
His L2, triggered.
R2.
It eats his life, but you gain it back. R2, pardon me, yes, R2. God damn it, I'm sorry, I'm kind of mixed up here.
It's fine. I'm usually mixed up. This is good practice now.
Not bad.
There we go.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's beefy. I love this guy. He's a nice combo. If you brought Barbara, he's a nice combo to have her healing going too with him, because he'll freeze enemies too, right? When they're wet, so it's kind of fun. Not that you really need healing with him because he kind of self-heals.
You just have to be careful because you have to like really pay attention to him though.
Like Nubulette, I'm pretty sure it doesn't eat away after a certain point. Like if you get to the halfway point, it stops.
You're
draining
safe
your
now.
life.
Just follow the
But,
guards
yeah.
and leave this place.
We saved somebody.
There'd be Gardamex here. Dougie really prepared for everything.
I feel like he's a big
And that
planner.
would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
A book.
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission.
They're not allowed to talk to each other?
5 members
The hell's
shall
that?
form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings.
Wow.
Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see. So it's much as I expected.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
It is, I agree.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dugier's slaves. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress.
That's true.
The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime.
That's why they jumped when he brought out his handcuffs. Wow. Let's see here, Barbara.
I'll protect us.
Just looking to see if there's anything else I can snag. Nope. Where would we go? These are never that long, so... Ooh, a puzzle. There's a lot of people with
If
me.
I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. But the door's been locked. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Their movement is so unnatural.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Paimon doesn't get it at all. Forget it. Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error.
That sounds like me. What do they do? Rotate the device to shine the light. Okay. How do you rotate the device, though? This thing?
Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Look! The other side's open! Let's go!
I'm just looking around here, because you never know. I'm just laughing because you know they make this big fuss about hiding characters' butts when they're swimming behind bubbles, and then you have Risley whenever he runs, you just see like he's wearing some really tight pants.
I mean, it's pretty much an internet meme for his butt, so.
I know. So why hide everybody else's butt? It's not just him though. Apparently they've been doing it to poor Kaveh as well. We all know Kaveh hasn't seen a single day of exercise in his life. Judging from the Sumeru event that I missed. Oh, that was easy. Did Dugier put all the hilly trolls in here too? And I already looked at that. I'd laugh if he did. Nothing over there, so we have to go this way.
Way now.
Ooh.
Stay cool and face your guilt. Let's begin.
Oh, I just about got it all back.
Way now.
Come on.
Let's dance.
Oh, I'll be able to get some more wishes today. the stuff I'm finding.
It's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do?
Oh, that was easy. Oh.
Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
It's a little weird, but okay. It's a water elevator.
Have a safe trip.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No. No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again.
No.
Close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
All right. Let's search for an exit first.
View? What is view? Oh, wow. That's scary. Jeez. That person kind of looks like they might be dead. Oh, what's over there? Anything? Just someone standing in a cage. Wow. Oh, I see. I'll go back around.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here. Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not? That mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Grab the limiting things.
This seems to be something like a console.
This is a surveillance terminal. The information collected by the surveillance ports we found previously will be sent here. I'm sure Dugier really enjoyed sitting here and making his people dance like puppets on strings.
Oh, that makes Paimon even angrier! This seems to be some...
This is a surveillance... I'm sure Dugier...
Oh...
I was hoping it'd be something else, but new. Just the same explanation. The limiting device, I think, on this. This was so hard. It's an easy puzzle. Oh, it looks like I might be coming to the part. Ooh, that's creepy.
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules.
Why is he an Iron Maiden?
Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure. Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
Ooh.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Risley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick.
It was an easy puzzle.
Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You.
Cat wolf.
Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Ooh, you're gonna make him
Sadly, you're
mad.
wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world.
His accent is bad.
Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey.
Oh, Risley, wipe the floor with him, please.
Had you
Still
been
talking.
just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
Oh, forever.
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
I'm fighting
Let's
again.
begin. Don't run away now. Not bad. Things could get a little chilly.
Yeah, I've got a lot of practice with this because of how I play with Sino. This is actually easy.
Stay cool and face your guilt. A moment, please.
Cutscene? Cutscene.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind.
Ooh, ow.
Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification.
It was that moment
Understood.
that made Ruby fall in love with Worthlessly.
Because he's just grabbing people by the neck.
The first time where he just called him up in the air, yeah, I think she said that to me. And I'm like, well, sorry, you've got your crush for Nuvillette, and I'll keep mine for Worthlessly.
She's still like Shang Li though.
No, I know. But she likes to keep a harmon of the males in Genshin, I see.
He's a fun guy, but
Sorry for taking so long.
No, I get it.
Did I keep you waiting?
I just like his color scheme.
yeah, he's cool. I want to know how he keeps his jacket on his back.
If you ask me,
Right?
I'd say
I think it's the
Probably
straps.
glued there.
Oh, I think
There's
it's the
no way that I
straps
could
on his
truly empathize
shoulders.
with the fear that the members felt every day.
Maybe.
I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but
Because it looks like it.
it'd still not be enough to repair the
Funny. I
damage
always
that has been
wondered that
done.
about Al-Haytham
I have to
too,
take
'cause he literally
responsibility
just
for it,
wears
as
half
does the
a
fortress.
half a jacket.
It's not a jacket. Hellhatham wears a cloak.
Yeah, but it's not even on his shoulder
Yeah.
on one side. It's
the
literally
least
just
that
on
we could
one
do.
side.
Well, if you look at it, he's got the straps there, so I think that's what it is.
Dugier? I've already got an idea.
I've seen
For
jackets
now,
like that
I
before.
think I'll do nothing.
It's a way to carry a heavy, thick jacket
I
without
think it's a very fitting punishment for him
putting
to
it
have to
in your
imagine the sorts
hands.
of
Because, like, if
punishments
you
that
look
will
at his
soon be
jacket, it's
coming
actually
his
quite
way.
thick, too.
He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why,
Nah.
you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon.
He likes Paimon. That's
Anyway,
the kind of
jokes
thing I think is
aside,
funny.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
he
for all
kind
of your help.
he kind of has a
There's still a lot for me to take
teasing
care of,
relationship with her.
so how about this?
But he just
I'll
does it
treat you
much
to a
better
meal
than
in 2
Ito.
days at the coupon cafeteria.
He would be an
You should have a
awesome
better
friend to
handle on
have.
things by then.
Yeah.
Paimon's had enough of
I
that
think so
place.
too.
Paimon
Don't
doesn't
worry,
want to
it
eat
won't
any
be the
food
same
there.
old welfare meal.
Duh.
I'll make the necessary arrangements.
He'll give her real food.
Then you've got yourself a deal.
Good. It's the same thing with Alhaitham, actually. There was something, what was it? I think it was Alhaitham's birthday message. He said...
I don't know, because I'm...
You missed it? Well, he apparently, I think it was he sent Paimon a book?
Oh yeah, because he was trying to educate her. Because she always complained about having to read shit.
But, you know, like, at least he thought about her, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah.
He could have just ignored it, but he didn't.
No. I think he was doing that mostly out of, to bug her.
To tease her?
Yeah.
That's okay. I think it's funny. I'm just surprised that I want to see... actually, what I want to see is I want to see Sino crack a joke at Alhaitham and see what Alhaitham does.
I mean, those two clash. So.
But his jokes are word jokes.
Yeah.
So, really, ultimately, my question
I don't
is...
think Alhaitham would... I don't think Alhaitham would...
even
like,
react?
be phased, or yeah. Or even react, or like, respond to it.
Yeah, I
Just
do
be
agree.
like,
They don't... They're...
okay.
They're actually friends, but they're not,
Yeah.
like, friends. Like, they're not, like...
Sort of. It was a very rocky beginning.
Yeah.
And you can
You're here.
see the tension when they were gathered in, not Sumeru, but that outpost place in the desert. I forget what it's called.
Our village.
Aru Village, yes. You could see the tension there.
Yeah, but they meet up for dinners and stuff, too.
Yeah, I know, but I think it was more of a working relationship than actual
Yeah.
friendship kind of
Whereas the, what is it? You have Kaveh, Sino, and Tainari are all friends, and Alhaitham's kind of like the fourth wheel of that friendship, just kind of there.
Kind of. Parental guidance.
No. I actually feel like there'd be a lot of arguing going on, and I think a lot of sighing, because
Yeah.
Kaveh would just poke and poke and poke, and Alhaitham would just make Kaveh mad.
Oh, I
Jokes
just
aside,
love that
I've got some good news. After taking a look,
It's
the
true.
doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be
true.
too difficult to extract the thorns.
Like, I'm pretty
means that everyone
sure
should be able to recover
that
after a
that
period
is
of rest.
probably true.
As for their mental recoveries,
Yeah, I feel
most
like
are making good
I
progress
feel like
as well.
Sino and
We've added a
Funari would
few who were
totally
more
egg
severely
Kaveh
affected
on,
to
and
a
then
special
Kaveh would get these
observation list.
ideas, and Alhaitham would just be like,
Everything taken care of, Risley.
It's like, no, you
I try my
misunderstood
best.
completely.
After all, it's my duty to take care of everything
Yep.
that happens within my territory.
Poor guy.
I feel like that is totally their dynamic.
And then the other two are sitting there just laughing while poor Kaveh gets his entire heart ripped up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bad luck hits again. Oh, there's a picture. I should have sent it to you. There's a picture of Risley, Sagewayne, and maybe I did save it, and Nuvillette. And so, like, Risley's coming up, and Sagewayne does, like, the whole, like, oh, you're back, like, running over, like, towards him. But behind him is Nuvillette, and so she just runs right past Risley.
Yeah.
And he's like,
well, that makes sense.
He felt so, he looked so sad.
I mean, Nuvillette was pretty much the proctor to bring the Mezzalines out into the world, so...
Yeah, but he wanted his hello, his welcome back. He didn't get
No, I
one.
don't think Worthlessly would care.
From Sagewayne? Yes, he would.
Nah.
I think he would.
Please, go ahead.
I think he's a lot sweeter than you think.
Ah, that's a bit of a long
Maybe it's
story.
just me and my biasness. I really don't like her character.
I once had a similar experience.
I think
It had
she's
to do with the
hilarious
host
because she's
family I lived
secretly
with as a child.
vicious.
I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children.
Okay, so he had, like, one good family.
They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
Oh, maybe not.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of.
Gross.
Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents'
The
adoring
background
smiles.
doesn't fit the people.
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They
I want to
did
see
all
Child Risley. He must have been
never considered
adorable.
How their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all, but I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Ah!
My methods
Paimon
were
makes it
extreme,
sound so
yes,
sweet.
but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a vis Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Yeah, crazy box man.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
It's so weird. Let's get married in prison.
We met each other through the
I mean, it
society
happens,
and
but...
both fell into Dugier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was
Probably
manipulating
not the most
us,
ideal
trying to
place
make us
to say I do.
mistrust each other.
Well, if
After
you
this
got no
incident,
choice.
we've
You
come
got
to
no
believe that
choice.
we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
Oh my god. That was just so
You
cheesy.
managed to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
He didn't abandon
A little
me,
bit.
and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements.
See?
If you need
He is
anything
super
special
sweet.
shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
He'll make them a wedding.
We can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here.
They want to stay at the fortress
now
after
it'd
they've
be too
served their
hard to leave.
sentences.
And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust
that's
is the
what,
highest form of praise.
Leslie did, so.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the
Yeah,
happiest
maybe
man to
they'll
vent to hear
become
that
guards
people
or
would
something.
Like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
Yeah, finished it. I got some more books to finish off Amber, slowly, slowly.
Oh my gosh, Amber.
Yeah, good get so I can move on to someone more interesting. Sorry, Amber, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yep. What'd you do to the bird? Oh my god, Miko. The fuck?
What'd she do?
It disappeared. Her electro ate it.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to see if I can catch that again. That was really sad. Yes, Bimo? Are you calling your people?
Might as well.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Had to kind of get on Nilla today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she,
Astra at the sauce.
I was watching
Thank
her
you for
sniff
complete-
around, and she walked over to my dirty laundry, hopped on top of it, and peed.
Ah, she marked it.
Nah, it's like that's a no-no.
She marked it as hers.
Big no-no.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm guessing. That's why she's been sitting on the end of the bed, like close to me now. Because she normally just stays away from me and she does her own thing. Now she's like right up on me.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't. She's like, I'm not doing anything wrong now.
Yep.
Come on, give me something. There's gotta be somebody. I haven't worked on anyone's talents. Oh boy. Oh, so close. I should get some masks. I need to go up a level. Somebody's gotta be like...
Wow. Once upon a time, I found so much fun art of Worsley, but now I'm not. Sorry.
Now you're not?
No, I'm not.
I'm not sure I'm understanding.
You wanted to see a picture of him in his childhood, and I found a whole bunch once upon a time, but now when I'm actually actively searching for it, I find the most depressing picture ever, but...
Well, I don't think that there's an official picture.
No, no, I know, but there was a lot of good artworks and stuff. There is one with him as a child standing Jesus Christ, trial before New Roulette.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to speak. Yeah, he would have been a teenager, so I mean, he would have probably been like not much different than, I don't know, Bennett. Lanky and awkward.
Yeah.
Well, I heard back from Aiden. He said he's doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably was scary, but that's it.
It was tearing Courtney up.
Well, she's not really experienced anything like that. It's an alien thing to her.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
When it happened.
Well, yeah, she's still here.
Yeah. And that's when I sent her. What started was I sent her a gift that I saw. It was kind of cute. And she texts back. She said, I'm sorry, Beema. I'm trying not to have a heart attack right now. And I said, well, what the hell's going on? That's what's wrong. And that's what she told me. She said Aiden's trapped right now. Said he's in it inside of a bathroom thing, and he was with a few other people because a tornado took out this. So it's like, that's not a good thing. But tonight I will be going to bed unless I get an alert on my camera that fox is back up here trying to take out old man.
Doubt it. Alright, I got 2 wishes. I doubt it that it's gonna be anything. Let me check my history. Because I can't play as often as I used to either.
Nope.
So who are you gonna pull for?
I've been pulling for Wanderer forever. Yeah, I got Lenny not that long ago, so I doubt I'm gonna get him again. I'd be okay if they gave me somebody else, actually, to be honest.
Just somebody who's not a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Nope, nothing.
Yep, that's purple.
Nope. My bad luck returns. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream now, because I have to go to bed soon. I say thank you everybody who watched. It was fun. We finished 2 story quests, which I'm getting slowly through them. And then on Tuesday, we'll go back to Destiny. Yay! Alright. Thanks for the fun, and I will see everybody then. So have a good night.